So I'm with Bruce Barlow at the
Rock Yard.
Here in Tucson. Bruce, what do you got here?
What we have here, it's called Cotham marble. Cotham marble comes out of Bristol, England, and it is a stromatolite. The stromatolites are one of the earliest life forms on Earth.
Really?
The fossil algae.
Wow.
And this is just one real prime example. You got the balloons that come up. And then another example we'll see in the stromatolites are the tubes. Now it's a piece of dolomite it's dolomite, but it's a stromatolite. Those are stromatolite formations. And that came out of Mexico.
So these are living animals at one time?
At one time, yes, they were living animals.
Wow. Bruce, this is your main showroom here at the Rock Yard. What's your favorite piece?
We have the native copper is one of them. This was mined out of Chino, New Mexico. Originally, this was completely encased in stone, and we had to acid etch the stone away to reveal the copper.
Wow.
That piece weighs approximately 400 pounds. And it's not, a lot of it is not super crystallized, but there is crystallized copper in here, which makes it even more unique. It's not just a piece of just sheer native.
And the stands
are all custom made.
Wow.
The piece weighs 400 pounds. The stand's designed to, well, I think that thing weighs like 1,800 pounds. But when we design these things, it's always with safety in mind in case some kid wants to decide to climb on it.
Oh, okay.
It's not going anywhere.
So what's your next favorite piece?
The next one would be the Sonora. This material started coming out about 15 years ago out of the Milpitas copper mine. That piece is approximately 1,200 pounds. Stands another 1,600 pounds. The red is the copper ore, which is a cooperite, chalcotrichite. By weight, that material will produce 60% copper. So for every 10 pounds of cooperite, chalcotrichite, it'll produce 6 pounds of copper.
Wow, how long did it take to polish that?
That piece is a 64-day project. We call it wave dolomite, but it's a stromatolite. It doesn't always show the formation really good, but this is a real classic stromatolite formation. This one, these are the stromatolite tubes going up. And then what we've done on some of them, depending on the angle, we start getting some of the balloons where we're cutting the tops of them because it twisted. And so we get these weird patterns in these things that they're just magical.
And what's the age of that?
That we don't know. I've given samples out to a couple universities and I've never heard back from them. The rock, we go to country of origin. We'll sit on a pile of rock that they mined. We pay a premium, and we literally handpick every rock you see out here.
Every rock?
Every rock.
So you crack these open?
I will take it as, when I'm looking for cutting rocks, yeah, we'll feel for heft and weight. On cutting rock, we look at every piece, and it's what we do. I buy the rock as if I'm going to cut every bit of it. Obviously, I'm not going to cut every bit of it, but it keeps that quality control. We go to South America, we go to Brazil, we go to Africa. We've spent a lot of time in China. Yeah, we go, that's what we do.
Wow.
It takes us all year to prep for the show. As soon as we're finished, within a week, we get a week off, and we're back on the road.
Wow.
Prepping for the show again.
Wow. All right.
cab room. This is the business is basically broken up into several sections here. One of it is the rough rock, which is a separate entity of the own. The other one is the polished slabs and polished pieces, which is another section. And then the other one is the cabochons. And the cabochons will, when we take the rock, like I said, we hand pick every rock. And then once we start cutting it, we will get a slice that might be like this. And we don't commercially cut. We don't just strip it out and cut everything. I take that slice, I'm only get 1 or 2 stones out of it. The rest goes in the scrap pile. That's why the cabs look the way they do.
Are you making these all yourself?
We do all the cab work. We do all the layout. We do a lot of finishing, but I also have some people I've trained to help finish.
Wow.
But for the most part, I do all the layout and preform on all of them.
Fantastic collection.
It keeps the quality.
Yeah.
And it's all, for us, it is all about quality. Blue River Chrysocolla.
And you went down to Mexico?
We went down to Mexico.
And
we find the projects or the sources where the material's coming from, and we'll look at the rock. Some of it we buy, some of it we don't. It just depends on whether it makes the, it's got to have the color, it's got to have the pattern. It has to spark my interest.
So somebody can cut this up, polish it, and come out with a fantastic...
Get either a beautiful stone or a great polished slab or a specimen.